right, so we're going to talk about when a function or an exponential function is a growth function or a decay function. So a couple of things we have to keep in mind. A growth function always happens when our b value is greater than 1. Our decay function happens when b is somewhere in between 0 and 1. So like that's a fraction like 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. So from an equation, we should be able to pretty quickly pick out whether the exponential function is going to be a growth function or a decay function. And the number that I'm really concentrating on is going to be this number on the inside of the set of parentheses that has the exponent on it, because this is representing my b value. So in this particular function, I know that my b value is 1/2. So then I have to figure out, well, does it fit into the first category or does it fit into the second category? Well, since b of 1/2 is somewhere in between 0 and 1, this means that we have a decay function. How about the next one? Well, what if our function is f of x equals 2 times 3 to the x plus 3 minus 1? Well, the number that, again, I want to concentrate on is going to be on the inside of that set of parentheses with the exponent attached. So this means that my b value is 3. So since we know 3 is greater than 1, this must mean that this is a growth function. In our third example, this one definitely has a fraction in it, but you have to really be careful when you're picking out something like this. I know some people are automatically saying, oh, it's a fraction, it's got to be a decay, because that's where our fractions happen. But this is telling us that our b value is 7/6. And if we think about what that means in terms of a fraction, 7 is bigger than 6. So if I were to type this into my calculator, 7 divided by 6 gives me about 1.66666 repeating, or I'm sorry, 1.16666 repeating. So that tells me that this decimal is over 1. So even though this is a fraction, my fraction is actually greater than 1. So this is telling me that this particular example is a growth function. So just be careful about those fractions. I know some people automatically want to put it in that category, but if you need to use your calculator to get the decimal approximation, definitely go ahead and do that.